50 ounce or 1.5 liter water tank filled. Formula powder container filled. Avert meltdowns in seconds flat. Bottles made. You're super parent. Select 6 ounces and get 7. It's just the powder raising the water level. End feeding struggles with Comfier Baby Formula Maker. Welcome to Eclectic Ideas. We're unboxing the Comfier BF-01 Smart Baby Formula Maker. We've got instant heating, an airtight powder container, and a nightlight feature. There's a friendly greeting and a much-needed user manual. There's a milk powder database for formula concentration on Comfier's website at comfier.net, or you can just email customer service. Ours is concentration 15, and here's our power cord. Here's the funnel we're advised to clean after every use. The formula maker lifts out conveniently in one piece, like a coffee pot. We'll clean the powder container and all the other removable parts in warm soapy water under 104 Fahrenheit or 40 Celsius. When CLE for clean is displayed on the touch panel, press concentrate to clean and then activate the machine. We need to wash the clear 2-piece funnel after every use. It pops into the machine easily with one hand. And let's face it, when's the next time we're going to have 2 free hands? The durable plastic bottle tray fits into 3 notches in the unit, and it will accommodate whatever size bottle you have. It fits the big Dr. Brown's glass bottle. Let's lift the tray up to the second notch. And when we get that in, it's going to fit great under here. It just puts the nozzle in to avoid splatters. And then if we put it in the highest tray, the short bottle will fit, and it will also engage the bottle detection sensor. If the bottle is shorter than the sensor, the machine won't fill it. In the back of this amazing gizmo is a 1.5 liter or 50 ounce water tank. It's important to keep the distilled or room temperature boiled water at or below 104 Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. This little lid just comes off and just fits in those notches like that. Right here is a water level sensor for your water reservoir. When this button is flat, the water tank is locked in. Way up here in the observation deck is a view-through window for your formula, and you can see your minimum and your max line. There's little foot pads under the unit and a vent. Let's twist off our powder container lid. There's a silicone gasket here for air tightness. It's a durable plastic, a spare powder nozzle gear, and a nozzle lock. We clean this one when empty, and we can get the temperatures up to 176 Fahrenheit or 80 Celsius. Let's tear it apart. First, we simply unscrew the stirrer wheel. You get it on a roll, and it keeps going. That's kind of fun. And that's the stirrer. I'm lifting off the scraper, and in the top of that hole is called a stator. It holds the scraper in place while it rotates. We're lifting out the measuring wheel, and from the other side, here's the powder container with some instructions and the min-max line. Let's flip it over and look at the spindle. Our powder container is disassembled. The geared spindle is labeled Part 1, and it fits on the underside of the powder container. Now this is also where those spare parts we got when we were unboxing go. The spindle wheel, its little gears fit in the powder nozzle and enables the entire mechanism to rotate like this. Turn the powder container right side up, and we put our measuring wheel in this way, and its notches fit around the screw head. Now we put the scraper, here's the little scraper paddle, and that little notch right there goes in that little notch right here. Once that notch is caught, we rest the stator on the screw wheel. And here's our stirrer. It screws in, actually, so you have to get those lined up. Once you've got it lined up, you turn it anti-clockwise until it's tight. Let's pop in our completely dried powder container after we washed it. Just twist and click all the parts until they lock in. The funnel that we clean after every use has 2 parts. We just press those in, and then we press it into the unit. We go ahead and put our bottle tray into one of the selected slots. Let's fill the water reservoir, put the lid on, be sure it gets well seated, and it should click into place. We're using Enfamil Gentilese NeuroPro formula. On the comfier.net website, enter the brand name or barcode of your baby formula powder to find the concentration value. The formulas we use are all a concentration value of 15. Let's plug in the power cord right next to the power switch. We've got power. Let's turn it on. The display on a white machine comes on white, which is going to be really hard for Grandma and Grandpa to see, or anybody with a visual difficulty. It's pretty. When it's powered on, you're getting the CLE display, which means clean. And you'll see there's a nice little red bottle flashing, and that means we haven't put a bottle under the dispenser. Once a bottle is in the tray, the bottle detection sensor will kick in and that light will go off. Let's say you flip your lid and your powder container lid is loose. It will go ahead also and it'll start flashing. So we're going to try to get all the lights on, but it's super handy to know what's going wrong, right? Especially at 3 a.m. If the water reservoir is acting up, that light's going to come on. Now this CLE means clean, and we had to get that off of there. We have to press the CONC button, which means concentrate. Let's put a bottle under there. Now all our red indicator lights are off. So let's go ahead and we're going to move this bottle. It's going to tell us our bottle's missing. See, the red light is flashing. So we're going to move this tray down, put the bottle back on. And so the small bottle was too short and stumpy, and it didn't notify the sensor there's a bottle there. If we put the big bottle back in, it's going to know there's something there. the sensor goes off. Now we're ready to see the CLE and push the CONC button, the concentrate button. It's going to clean it first. It puts a little water through there to clean the funnel. We're going to set our temperature. We're going to push the temperature button, and it's currently displaying in Celsius. Increase the temperature right here. Naturally, just push the plus button to continue to cycle through all the temperatures you want. Hit the temperature button again and long press it, and then it's going to change to Fahrenheit. So let's do 104. That's usually what we do. But for sure, since you can choose the temperature, be sure you test it on your wrist to make sure it's not going to burn the baby. The volume button controls how many ounces you get, the quantity of it, and we can choose from 1 to 8 ounces to get the amount of liquid you want. Long press the middle volume button and the display reads in milliliters so that you can actually just go with whatever system of measurement is comfortable for you. Just increment or decrement until you get to your selection. Let's long press that middle volume button to get back to ounces. We've chosen 2 ounces just to do a test run. Here's the CONC button for concentrate. So when we're pressing that, then you go over to the plus and you can toggle up to all the way to 22 depending on the baby concentration formula that you have. Enfamil NeuroPro, and I believe we also use the Kirkland formula from Costco. Those are both 15. That's our formula concentration. And of course, just go to the Comfier website and it will clarify all that for you. And if you press this water button, it will actually heat the water, and it says have some patience and wait 3 to 10 seconds for it. Without further ado, let's press the start button. And here comes our formula. Now this is an interesting thing. If you notice, we put 2 ounces and it's going to come out here 2.5 ounces. And that's confused us for a long time and a lot of other viewers. This is just when the formula powder drops, it raises the water level. Let's lower the tray and put the big glass bottle on it. And let's go ahead and push volume. And we're going to increment it up to 6 ounces. And if I put my hand over it, you can tell it's actually 6 ounces. And we're going to press start. And I think this is super, super convenient to have it dispense the formula this quickly and this easily without having to scoop and all the mess and everything. So when the baby's crying, this is a wonderful asset to have. Let's see what happens. If you set it to the right temperature, it's not going to burn the baby. So you can be comfortable of all those things. You don't have to heat it in the microwave. All those hassles are gone. And baby gets food and everybody gets back to sleep. And here we are at 7 ounces. We pushed 6 though, didn't we? So the weight of the milk powder just displaces that water and makes it a little higher. The other model we tested did the same thing. So there we are, nice thick baby milk, ready to serve. Push the warm water button to get some warm water in your bottle if you want to rinse it out or just give the baby some warm water. Let's pull out the funnel. We're supposed to rinse it after every use, and you can see it's covered in formula powder. Remember to clean your powder nozzle unit once a day. Check out the Comfier Smart Baby Formula Maker. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.